There won't be any probable doubt about the stories you told. Bully on the playground. The world is watching you. This my way game you lay down is gonna beat you too. It's gonna beat you too. It's gonna beat you too.
Nice.
Thank you.
It's like a rockin' bossa nova or something. How would you describe that?
I don't know. I think you kind of nailed it there.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how, how to have some percussion instruments to go along with
Yeah, I
it.
could
Just
hear the
a
maracas going in there, exactly,
just
yeah.
to shake her back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah. Nice. And where did that came from the Trump situation, is it?
I have American family.
Uh-huh.
And my father was very much like this, where he was really quite glued to what was going on in the U.S. And as I watch it unfold in just the last couple of days, I'm just amazed at what he's undermining with this government, and how many programs he's taking away that are really going to affect the people that voted for him. And so I hope they start to figure it out fast. So.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. I just can't figure it out. So it's like I don't even want to try. I know a guy who's we're just going to diverge here a little bit, but he's so hung up on peace that he's at war with himself over war, and he never gets any peace. And it's just like, I just don't want to be like that. It's
Me either.
I don't know. There's a degree of pacifism in me or something that just wants to walk away from it all.
Well, I get to a place where I say I've had enough, and I go pick up a guitar and I get it out. Get that stuff out.
Yeah.
That angst.
Well, I will diverge from the Trump theme. This one's called If I Could Fly, and it's one of my more recent songs, and it just comes from, I work on the road, and no matter how great it is, and you're having a great job, and you get to stay in hotels and eat restaurant food and all that stuff, sometimes you just don't want to be there. You just don't. Anyway, so this is... If I could fly away back to you today, I'd be in the air right now, instead of sitting here so blue. This road will never find the same kind of peace of mind that I've known when I'm home with you. If I could fly away, but I'm walking out to play where the lights can be so lonely and leave me blind. Have I been blind? I'm missing you today, and just felt the need to say that I wish I could be back home with you, back home. I woke up feeling gray in a motel miles away, wondering why I bother with these dreams when they only make me blue. It's all highway skies and chasing stars when I could be waking in your arms. That's got me wishing I was flying home to you. You wanna take one?
Oh my God, give up.
cries out, fills my lonely heart with doubt. Is this dream worth chasing? Oh, have I been blind? I think I've been blind. If I could fly away back to you today, then I'd be in the air right now.
That's cool. What's
Thank
the
you.
name of that one?
If I could fly.
If I Could Fly.
Yeah,
That's cool.
thanks.
I get the hotel thing. I
Yeah.
get that. I did that quite a bit with when I was an activist with CUPE.
Right.
Flying around and staying in hotels and eating out in restaurants, and it's fun and really groovy for a while, and then I just want to go home, just living out of a suitcase.
It's been 30 years for me.
No, that's a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
When are you gonna retire?
June.
Ooh la
I'm
la!
done in June. That's
Oh,
it. Yeah,
sweet.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
65.
I'm, well, thank you. I'm 67. I'll be 68 in September.
You'll be same. Oh no, I'll turn 69 in August. There you go. I mean, you're ahead of me. Well,
I-
good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have so much time to do the things you want to do.
Well, travel. Lots of travel, I hope. Yeah.
Cool.
We'll see.
Cool. Oh, sure. Register.
Well, you know what that means. If you're tuning, we both have to.
It was just a D.
I can't sound bad here all on my own.
Okay.
That's a lovely guitar you
So,
have.
thank
nice
you.
tone.
Yours too. Because I'm operating with a little bit of a boo-boo. In October on the 7th, I was going to Edmonton to see my mum for her 90th birthday. And I was a bit hurrying out of the airport with my guitar and 2 suitcases on the case and boogieing along to meet my friend who was kind of doing a little bit of a not allowed to pick us up. And I went down off the sidewalk onto the road, and there was construction all over, and there was a bunch of gravel at the bottom of down the little slip, and down I went and used my hand as a brake. So I went to the urgent care in Edmonton.
Brake,
and
that's the key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the urgent care in Edmonton and sat around for a long time, and the guy took an x-ray and he said, it's not broken, but it's severely sprained. So I've been operating like that since October, and it
Right.
hasn't been healing. So I finally went back to my doctor just a week and a half ago, and he sent me for another x-ray, and he said, you have a broken wrist.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's just wear this brace a little bit longer.
Thanks for missing that.
Anyway, it is what it is. So I thought, can I do this? Well, I can't play quite as well, but I can still play.
The songs will carry themselves.
This is Happy Days to You. This is off my 3rd album. When you look to wish upon a star, doesn't matter where you are, I can see that constellation too, and I will make a wish for you. When you think about the years behind, memories will come to mind, and a smile will creep across your face. A little visit to a very special place. Happy days to you. all your dreams come true. Happy days to you. May all your dreams come true. When you catch that rainbow in your hand, it'll be just like you planned. Come and see me when you need a friend, in my garden by the river bend. Happy days to you. May all your dreams come true.
Nice.
A little froggy there. Thank you. When you don't play for a while because one hand doesn't work, so it was kind of imagining. Do you play in your mind to practice? Do you rehearse in your head, like just visualize it in your head? It's one of the best ways to practice. I've been doing it for years. I read it in a book and went, holy crow, let's see. And so it really does cement things in our head when we visualize, when we can't get to a guitar or driving down the road or something like that.
I can't say I practice like hand movements as such, but I go over scales in my head and
Awesome.
the differences there.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like patterns and things. No, I don't think about patterns.
Well, I'm what I mean is rehearsing songs when you can't rehearse physically. I rehearse them in my mind. I go through them and I visualize the chords that I'm making. Yeah, and I stay in the moment, and then I remember the next verse, and it's been a helpful way for when I was, whenever I've been laid up like with this. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, not so much on the guitar. It's if I have a song idea, like I drive a lot. That's what I do for a living, basically, is drive. And I never turn on the radio. I like the silence, and I drive along in silence, and if I'm working on a new song, that gives me a chance to, get the phrasing down and get the structure of the verses correct.
I like the quiet in the car too.
Yeah.
Because as songwriters, we have it in our head all the time.
There's too much noise already.
Especially if I'm writing a new one. Do you wake up with a new song in your head if you've got a new one?
So often.
And end of the night, it's
yeah.
like,
and if you don't write it down, it's just like, I will never forget that. It's so good. And then it's just gone.
And then it's
just
gone.
like, why?
Yeah, that's what the phone's for, with the little
I know.
voice memos. Plug it in.
It's full of them. It's full of them for sure, yeah. Why did I write this one? I think I just came up with a lick, and then it reminded me of a few different styles, and who was in there, like Joe Jackson and Elvis Costello kind of styles, and I just thought I'm gonna try something. So it's this. called Looking for a Girl. I spend my days standing on the corner just wasting time. Looking for a girl who passed by this way one time. I wish I'd never seen her, she's always on my mind. I can't think of nothing else, it's just her all the time. My friends wonder why I don't call. They say, come on, let's get a little crazy when the nighttime falls. But I can hardly sleep, afraid that she'll go by, and I'll miss my only chance again. What would I even say? I probably couldn't speak. I'd watch her body sway as she walks away, whisper a little prayer that she might turn my way. I'm looking for a girl and I've got to find her. Looking for a girl and I'm gonna find her someday. Other women passing by, they don't do a thing for me. There's only one who's caught my eye, and I'm gonna find her, yeah, I'm gonna find her someday. Now I'm looking for a girl, looking for a girl, and I'm gonna find her someday. Yeah, I'm looking for a girl. Yeah, I'm looking for a girl. I'm looking for a girl, and I'm gonna find her someday.
You surely will.
Yeah, well, you
You
gotta
least
hope.
expect it.
You gotta hope.
My dad always said, when you least expect it,
Yeah, right.
just carry on with your life when you least expect it. Grocery store, you never know. I have a friend who
I get
walked
tired of hanging out in grocery stores.
Well, it's better than hanging out in the bar, I guess. I don't know. Good on you. I like that. That's cool.
Thanks.
That's catchy.
Thank you.
What's the chord? Is that like an F sharp or something?
Which chord? What are you talking about? It's in E. Oh, this one?
Yeah.
So that'd be like an E. It's an E.
Well, that first note is F sharp, is it not?
No, it's an E.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, what's on my list? Oh. I just want to take this off so bad. I have to kind of hold my hand out a little bit farther away so it doesn't hit the string.
I've had tendinitis and worn those things. Yeah.
My brand new one's in my bag. I have to go pick up a new one because I'm almost wearing the Velcro out on this. I wrote this one. Any musician or a musician's partner can identify with this one. It's about waiting for someone to come home from a gig, and especially when it's late at night and the roads are dark and it's winter time and might be a couple hours drive or more. So this one's called Midnight Man. You could roll in at 5:15. The long road home, and I know it's you who drive. You might be sober as a judge, but baby, it's still late. I don't rest easy till I hear you close the gate. I pull the covers back so you can slip right in. And in the morning, tell me how you've been. You could be stuck in lockdown mode of muse, or deeply engrossed in a moment as you choose. You've been a midnight kind of man right from the start, and just like me in matters of the heart, I pull the covers back so you can slip right in. And in the morning, tell me how you've been. How you been? How you been?
That's got such
So
cool.
much. Thank you.
Yeah. Swinging.
My jazz bone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I come by it honestly, for sure. Why did I do that? Do I want to do that? How can I do that?
Yeah.
Just all sorts of reflection in all aspects of life: work, business, relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. Scraping the walls of the mine looking for little nuggets of gold there. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, your songwriting is just wow. I mean, I've heard some of your songs when you used to come to the jam, but this is a whole new Andy Cooke that I'm hearing. I'm just really impressed. I'm really happy for you. Very
thank
cool.
you.
Very
Thank
cool.
you.
Very welcome.
I just
Cool.
try to keep learning, try to keep playing.
Well, you're
trying something
just
new.
adding so much more musical dynamic in your melody. It's really neat. Really neat.
Well, then I'll just play something soft and boring here. This one is, just again from reflection, the little nuggets that fall off the wall there, just realizing, sometimes looking back at your life that you're not really happy with the way that you did things at times in the past, and there is regret there, and how do you move beyond that, and how are those things still at play in your current relationships and things like that, It's just like, so I just came up with this one. It's called A Fool Sometimes. Patterns of my life are laid out straight behind. I can see each change where love was spilled, where naive thoughts ran misaligned, and where the sharpened shares of romance left their lines behind the plow. And I can see I've been a fool sometimes. I hope I've wised up now. She came out of the shadowland, and I was standing there with her heartaches all down her spine and islands in her hair. She asked me, "Are you worthy?" as she undid her blouse. I said, "Well, I've been a fool sometimes, but I think I've wised up now." So we scoured down the coast to find a place to sleep. Pulled into a churchyard as the candle sun hissed in the sea. She made a bed among my headstones, begged me come lay down. I said I've been that fool before, but I'm not that fool now. The road ahead is winding and it's steep along the edge, where my lantern-bearing ghosts all invite me to my death, and the screams still echo from my last trip into town, when I prove that I'm a fool of love. Have I wised up now? So down this path I wander beside my ragged soul. In dream-filled boots I stumble over every stone I mistake for gold. Will these habits playing havoc with my heart be disavowed? Or will I be a fool once more? Have I wised up now? Yeah, will I be a fool once more? Or have I wised up now? Thanks, Bev.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay, wow. You were just playing a D minor there. So.
D to D minor. Yep.
Well, this one is kind of on the same lines. D minor 7 and then a D, whatever that is. I can't remember. 11 or something.
Okay.
This one's called Love Comes Around. Love comes around at the right time of life, hang you on a cloud or cut you like a knife, but you just can't run away from your heart. Pleasure or pain goes with the land, urge you on again to focus on your plan. But you gotta stand still and listen to your heart. In a little while you will feel that old smile. You get another day and that's more than okay. Comp right there. In a little while you will feel that old smile. You get another day and that's more than okay. Just when you thought that your chances were nil, another little bird is at your windowsill. Gotta fly slow and listen to your heart. When you have a new song, can't get off your mind, fill your heart with happiness and love again you'll find. If you listen real close, listen to your heart. In a little while you will feel that old smile. You get another day and that's more than okay. Love comes around. Love comes around. Love comes around. Love comes around. Thank you.
And I've never heard that song before, so it came off just the way we practiced it.
That was good. That was cool what you're doing there.
Thanks.
Noodling between the minor and the whatever, minor 7 and whatever that other one is.
What am I going to do here? How about this one's called My Love. And if you want to jam along, it's A minor, D minor, gypsy swing kind of thing. It goes to a B coming out of the chorus, but that's about it. My love is a bird sitting on a wire. It calls your name out every morning when the sky's on fire. I wonder, have you even heard this love that is a bird? My love is the wind, I can hear it sigh. It's blowing through the trees and it rattles in my mind. For you, I know that I would sin. My love is the wind. Yeah, it's soft as the moonlight, soft as the skin, stretched across the holes where our hearts have been. We're nothing but the sum of the things we've tried, standing in the darkness of the things we hide. The D minor again. Yeah, it's soft as the moonlight, soft as the skin, stretched across the holes where our hearts have been. We're nothing but the sum of the things we've tried, standing in the darkness of the things we hide. My love is the wind, I can hear it sigh. It's blowing through the trees and it rattles in my mind. For you, I know that I would sin. My love, it is the wind. Yeah, for you, I know that I would sin. My love, it is the wind.
Oh, that's conjuring up Leonard Cohen for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, your vocals.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Thank you.
Welcome. Andy Cooke, folks.
Beverley McKeen, with many E's, apparently. Yeah.
Okay, well, this is brand new.
Yay, good.
This is called Ribbon the Race. And it's a little bit of angst song about dealing with manipulating people who take advantage of others. And
There's no shortage of them.
there's no shortage of that.
There really
And this
isn't.
came out of an experience with somebody I love. And anyway, just over the years, it's kind of put a bit of a damper on my feelings. And so out this thing came. And I just finished it today.
Oh, nice.
I've been working on it for a few months. And anyway, let's see how we do. Oh, I need my lyrics. Gotta have them.
Reach 'em
can
for you?
Reach that music stand for me, please? And thank you. because I wrote a brand new last verse, and I didn't like the one I
Bring you
had.
the whole stand.
Thank you.
Kit and caboodle.
Oh, man.
There you go. Oh, we're gonna have to turn that over.
Yeah, there's no way I'd remember this. I just printed it at 3 o'clock. Sorry.
Well, it's brave of you to play it, a new song. That's always a thing.
Don't you yell in my face. Smear your lies all over this place. You got no disguise. It's an utter disgrace. Don't do the work you won't ribbon your race. The wicked glare you can't hide. The rage within squeezing to the outside. Just a shallow talk, not in one to confide. You aren't even grateful being along for the ride. Time has passed, gone your youth. The toughest thing to face is the cold hard truth. When they put us in the photo booth, I can still find a smile. Time has passed, gone your youth. The toughest thing to face is the cold hard truth. When they put us in the photo booth, I can still find a smile. What you need is some cool, the stuff you ought to learn back in school. You were never one to play by the rules. Disrespect shows you up as a fool. Gone your youth, gone your youth. The toughest thing to face is the lonely truth. When I put you in the photo booth, I can still find a smile.
Nice.
Angst.
Yeah. The new
Thank you.
songs.
Thank you.
It's hard to play new songs.
It just came right out. And it was the thing. I found the guitar part first, and then it was just the story about someone yelling in my face and lying, and so out it came anyway.
Yeah. Nice.
Sometimes I feel about, presenting songs like this one, is it negative sounding? But it's just, as you said earlier, it's based on an experience. It's based on a reflection. So, yeah.
It doesn't help, though. It just seems like you can reflect on it all you want, but sometimes it still just hurts.
Well, it doesn't change. It doesn't change what happens, but sometimes, for me, writing songs is cathartic.
Yeah.
It's it's like getting it off your chest and spilling the beans out of your emotions. And so, anyway.
I agree. Which actually puts me in mind of this one, which I rarely play in public, but here we go. I see you now, I hope you're proud of how you brought me down, with your virtues born of anger for the way I let you drown. I lied, then in contrition waned, but that rasp of guilt will tell you that you should be ashamed about the death of Cinderella. In graying days a siren sang, unto the shoals I stared, when through the door of my deceit I took what steps I dared. I lied, then in contrition waned. You know what, I blew the words. I'm gonna start it over, okay?
Do it.
Because you're allowed to do that, right, Tim? Because I can just edit this. I see you now, I hope you're proud of how you brought me down, with your virtues born of anger for the way I let you drown. I lied, then in contrition waned, but that rasp of guilt will tell you that you should be ashamed about the death of Cinderella. In graying days a siren sang, unto the shoals I stared, when through the door of my deceit I took what steps I dared. I clutched a knife and stabbed into the dreams of Machiavelli, but you lost all sign of decency with the death of Cinderella. You call yourself the truth, and yet you magnify the lie. You hold your wounded heart up on a platter to the sky, as if to show the gods above the martyred empty shell. But you'll never gain the grace you seek from the death of Cinderella. I was once torn with regret, I felt the twisting of the blade, for in my selfish heart I knew you were set up and betrayed. You're stooping low, no dignity, and your soul is in the cellar. I hope your mirror shows just ugliness for the death of Cinderella. You hold yourself above me now, but in your own cunning you are mired, for burning the lowest branch upon your greedy righteous fire. You prostitute your victimhood, but poison your own well. I hope you'll choke upon the feast you've made of the death of Cinderella. Now raucous crows fly through the dusk, and they gather in the trees, pass judgment on hypocrisies that living eyes can't see. They call me out for the things I've done, insist I pay the teller, but they curse you in their black contempt for the death of Cinderella. Yeah, they call me out for the things I've done, insist I pay the teller, but they curse you in their black contempt for the death of Cinderella. Thank you, thank you.
I like it.
That's full of all those angsty things. All those angsty things.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't put anything else on my list, so I'll just have to.
Oh, wing it.
I'll just have to think of what I want to play. Well, this one I wrote for the Islands Folk Fest songwriting competition.
Oh, yeah,
And I
nice.
made it to the finals with it.
Great.
The theme was
They should do that again, eh?
definitely.
I think we should try and get that going.
The theme was this one was living on an island. So it was kind of ironic. The winner was oh, don't forget his name. plays with the Ecclestons. Greg Medill. The winner was Greg Medill, and Zach Cohn was producing the song. That was part of the
Okay,
deal.
right.
You get your song
the
produced.
prize,
So he
yeah.
calls Martin Jones and I up and says, well, you're not going to believe this, but we're going to bring you in to do the background vocals on the winning song. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
fun.
do it. Yeah. Anyway, so this is my idea of living on an island. It's called We're on a Rock. It's a different kind of life we know, living on an island. Not as easy to come or go, but that just suits us fine. Wanna leave, might have to take a boat. Uh-oh. Spend some money keeping ferries afloat. On an island, Vancouver Island, we're on a rock. We're on a rock of our own. On an island, Salt Spring Island, we're on a rock. We're on a rock of our own. I love my island geography, mountain, river, ocean, lake. I'm here to tell you what it means to me, a wilderness at stake. We gotta plant a few more million trees, keep some habitat for birds and bees. On an island, Vancouver Island, we're on a rock. We're on a rock of our own. On an island, Quadra Island, we're on a rock. We're on a rock of our own. On an island, Vancouver Island, we're on a rock. We're on a rock of our own. On an island, Galliano Island, we're on a rock. We're on a rock of our own. Sun, sleet, snow, drizzle, downpour, mist, and all within an hour. We have our seasons if you get my gist, and we're all used to that. The power might go out when your supper's on, and on a windy day your paper's gone. On an island, Vancouver Island, we're on a rock. We're on a rock of our own. On an island, Galliano Island, we're on a rock. We're on a rock of our own. On an island, Vancouver Island. On an island, Main Island. On an island, Lasqueti Island. On an island, Penner Island. On an island, Hornby Island. On an island, Denman Island. On an island, Moresby Island. On an island, Cortez Island.
On the rock. Nice.
Thank you.
I could see why that would place well on the Islands Folk Festival. That's what it's all about, eh? One more each? Sure.
Yeah,
Having a lot of
Yeah.
fun, yeah.
it's good. We're filling in the hole that we didn't have with Terry Wicks.
That's right.
And next time, Terry, next time for sure. Faux show.
All right, this is This is one of my latest songs, I guess, and I don't think I've ever played this one in public either, so here we go. This came from, carrying on with the songwriting theme, it's I saw a meme on Facebook of this old couple sitting down by the water, and underneath it was written, I wonder how many times they had to forgive each other to get to this place.
Oh, man.
And, you know, and I was thinking that when I was younger, I probably wouldn't even have got that, you know, but now, having lost a couple of long relationships and the things I've been through in my life and whatnot, I think I get it now. I think I get it now. And so it encouraged me to write this. It's, you know, when you have a nice relationship, hold it tight, right? So,
Yeah. What's it called?
Dreams of You. There's some for me, some for you. That's the way we'll make it through. And along the way, don't forget to say I love you. You'll go first, I'll go last. Then we'll switch, there's nothing hard and fast. Just these changes that we can make that say I love you. There's a star up in the sky I wish on every night. Now it knows all my dreams of you. And if luck should run my way and you're in my arms to stay, then all of those dreams will have come true. Winter, spring, summer too, leaves will fall and flowers bloom. Every year another memory says I love you. When I'm fearful, you'll be brave. Take my hand and lead the way. They're just moments that help us say I love you. Now there's a star up in the sky I wish on every night, and it holds all my dreams of you. And if luck should run my way and you're in my arms to stay, then all of those dreams will have come true. We may weep, we may laugh, you'll be stern, I'll be daft. There's nothing wrong, it's just life's song. It says I love you.
There's some great lines in there.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks.
There's some great lines in there. Oh, man. Well, I think I'll do one about water, since California is experiencing some real backlash from their own weather situations that, well, the same thing could happen here if we weren't careful. Building up a mountainside and mowing all the trees off, and anyway.
Giving them all our water.
Giving them, well, you'll hear in the story what I was thinking when I wrote it. I actually sent this song to David Suzuki.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have a handwritten letter back from him. He
Nice.
said, you stay on the subject of that. And he said, send this to Maud Barlow of the
Oh.
Council of Canadians. So
Huh.
I did.
Cool.
Anyway, this is Liquid Gold.
Call it liquid gold and the claims begin. Crystal clear and cold down from our mountains. A Rockies glacier high, the Columbia field. The agenda has been revealed. Canada don't yield. A pipeline would deliver what the sky won't bring. As California withers in a dry spell. A lack of conservation and the warnings are there. We still act like we just don't care. Gonna use my share. Nobody owns the H2O. We're keepers of the water, ice and snow. Check the dirty dealings of the WTO. The games we just don't know. Taking it for granted when we turn on the tap, and trust is clean and safe for our consumption. Yet all across the land you'll see a boiling alert as our watersheds really hurt. A slice of just dessert. We've got some work to do, as my conscience thinks, to slow this process down and save Earth's carbon sinks. Intoxicated oceans, we keep dumping it in, and our ozone's getting mighty thin. Environmental sin. Nobody owns the H2O. We're keepers of the water, ice and snow. Check the dirty dealings of the WTO. The games we just don't know. We just don't know. They're playing games we just don't know.
All right. Nice. If David Suzuki likes it, you know,
He did. That's
gotta
very
be
cool.
good, yeah.
And just a big shout out to Longevity John Faulkner, who has won the King Charles III
I was awarded. You know,
Award.
Which is good. It turns out that my nephew, who's big on this kind of stuff, right, and coins and everything, right. This is a coin that's worth about $1,500. It will have its value. It's a run of 30,000 only of
cool.
King Charles III, right, commemorative medal for the coronation, and so and so it is really a powerful gift to be given, and the more I hear from it, like from that end of it, it's going, wow, this is cool.
It's beautiful too, actually. It's
really is.
really
It's,
pretty.
you know,
Nice ribbon on it, and yeah.
and I got to
No.
say, you know, you deserve it, John.
Yeah,
you've
you
been
do.
you've been pushing, you know, culture
I've
and
been
music
stubborn.
and everything here for a long time.
I've been stubborn. That's all it
The
is.
Energizer Bunny
And
of music.
You can thank the Jehovah's Witnesses
I do
for
The
your
Jehovah's Witnesses
medal,
this whole
for
thing.
giving you those church pews at the beginning,
Just to
right?
take that next step forward.
And Captain Cadillac over there too.
Well, he came along, man. He's been the best thing that's, you know.
Yeah. you bet.
You know what's really cool is during this and with getting that and then announcing the nomination, that Duncan Showroom got nominated for a Arts and Cultural Award in the Black Tie Awards, and there was oh my God, what's her first name? Mrs. McIntosh.
Janice?
No, it's oh God. Anyway, it's Gleno's mother.
Oh.
Right, and so she's been following what's been going on out here. So it's really good to know, that she's, that we're still all part of that same situation. Of all the people along the way who've helped make this place get to where it is. And it has sufficed. It's done something for the arts and cultural sector. There's no question about that. Glad for the nomination. But again, the more we keep the arts and cultural sector in the forefront and out there, it'll be a saving grace for all of us through all the next little while that we're going to go through, the ups and downs and all that. Trust me, music is there to take those cares and woes away. Even during the Auschwitz camps, there were people who sang. There were entertainers who stepped forward and made sure that those that were in had a reason to leave those and travel to another place, which you can do. So live music is a very huge part of what's going to be going on the next little while. And we believe it's been there for a long time, and that's why we try to carry on that tradition and making sure it gets to as many people as possible, a.k.a. the 39 Days of July, where these two will each have their own solo slots, but will be on the panel lineup where there will be 3 singer-songwriters not even in a round, they're in a line, you're right, all the way along. What's this round shit?
A row of writers.
A row of writers.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a good one. Hey, I'm going to use that. Do you mind?
Of course not. That sounds
That's good. I like that one. What do you think, Ted?
There's Writers Row, and what is that other one where all the drunks are in the alley? There's something row there. Is like
Skid Row?
Skid Row. That's the one. Skid Row. Yeah.
Yeah. Be there.
But
Anyway,
there's a song in that. There's a song in that about getting through the next while, using music as a bit of a tool
To
and
get
a bit
off
of a
of Skid Row.
to get through the next while. Yeah.
it's quite amazing to find out, just as an observation, because we have our pianos up front, some of the people who come and stop by are the homeless and are the people that are somewhat addicted or have mental issues, and therefore are prone to addictions. And they come out and they play, and you find out that there's that one guy that's been used to come around, and we actually gave him a time on the stage. Curtis. Curtis grew up hanging around with Reed Williams.
Reed
Oh
Williams.
yeah. Okay.
And I got to meet his grandmother the other night. Have you seen Curtis? No, but we'll keep an eye out for him. But there's this brilliance that's in there, right? And music he thanks us when he comes to play. Is it okay to play right now? There's no. Then he sits down and he plays. And he writes some really interesting stuff. But it's probably the one thing he grasps a hold of that keeps it in reality, right? His music. So
That's probably a big part. That probably helps him.
Yeah.
Probably helps him a lot.
Addiction does not discriminate. It takes, the brilliant songwriters and the musicians, and along with everybody else. And
Yep.
just-
The big wage earners and the little wage earners and
Yeah.
everybody in between.
So here we go, analyzing life again.
Ah,
By
Can't
the way,
help it, John.
you are the president of the Couch and Folk Guild.
Guild.
You
I-
got to tell us what dates. I'd like. You know what I like? I've seen around posters that Jack got out there that said, "Keep this date in mind."
That's right. Yeah, July
You know-
25th through 27th of 2025 over at Providence Farm. We're going to have the 41st annual Islands Folk Festival, and Jack's working on the lineup already. It's going to be exciting. Yep, looking forward to it.
See, I like doing what I do
Very
because
good.
it makes him raise his bars. So he's looking to see. He's really going to do something real good.
That's right. Yeah, we got to.
And he has. He had a
yeah.
great show last year, and the things he's been doing all the way through during the year. I like what he's doing.
Yeah, me too.
And, you
Yeah,
know.
it's awesome.
The coffee houses are real good. If you get a chance, you want to go to a coffee house. Which Saturday of the month is it?
It's the second
Saturday.
Saturday of the month, and it's at the St. John's United Church.
That's just over there on.
I can't even. I don't
nice
even-
big room.
I
with
know where it is. but I don't-
Snacks in the
Ingram,
middle
that-
and open
Ingram.
Yeah, it
mic.
is. It's the corner of Ingram and whatever one the
Jubilee.
Arbutus is on.
Jubilee.
Jubilee. There you go.
Across
Okay.
kitty corner to the post office.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who have never been down here, go give it a try. And while you're in town, come see some of the stuff that's going on at the showroom. And keep your eyes open for the 39 Days of July. We got what's really great to know is that there's another producing company in town. I can't remember what he's BMR or something that he's going by, or something like that. But anyway, he's going to be doing music over at Jack's on Queens, which is great.
Huh.
He has a vision of making Duncan a destination musically, right? Like we all have when we're doing what we're doing, right?
Yeah, there's a new
If we're going to
owner
be living
there.
here, why should we have to go away when they can all come to here, right?
And you know what? It is. It's a cultural capital on the island. The Cowichan Valley here is fantastic.
That's why
Well,
they
we're going to be able
flock.
to unite all that this summer by showcasing what's going on at the Cobblestone, what's going on at the Eagles, what goes on over here at the Osborne Bay Pub. If we can make amends, we can get them in here too as well. And what's going on in Jackson, Queens. So there's, yeah, and Craig Street Brew Pub. You know,
Yeah.
so anytime during those, and Red Arrow, and the Oaken Carriage. Or it's called the Oak House now, right?
The Oak
Yeah,
Tap
something
House,
like that,
yeah.
yeah.
Oak Tap House.
Used to be called the Broken Marriage, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Always like the rotten guts in Parksville, right? Or whatever it was there.
Yeah.
Rod and gun.
Rod and gun, yeah. Yeah.
Rotten guts, yeah.
So thanks to anybody who tuned in out there.
There were some people, right.
And thank you for
Cool.
John. And John, you know, it's just, I got to say, I've been here a number of times already this year, catching shows and stuff. And I just thank you. You know, you guys do such a wonderful job of hosting local people and getting in big names. Stephen Fearing was here. What a fantastic show that was. And you got Scott Cook coming.
And we've also got Steve Dawson coming back
Awesome.
in April.
Yeah.
But what's neat is he's bringing a guy named Fats Kaplan with him. And I happen to have 4 pure Prairie League albums that I'm going to get autographed because he was on them all.
Nice.
He used to also work out with John Prine and go on the road with him as well, right?
I know
Big
the
name.
name.
So
yeah,
they've been
yeah.
doing some work down there in Nashville. And
Steve's got a studio down there, doesn't he?
yeah, and Steve had the opportunity to come up, and he thought he'd include Duncan this time. And I'm very honored that he's going to do that. It's a $40 ticket, sold some already. Those in the know that you should.
What's the date on that?
That'll be April 6th, I believe. It's
Okay.
It's April 6th.
Okay.
It's on the website. If you just go to our website,
We
you
got
can find
Chris
out all the great
Andres
stuff that's
tomorrow.
coming. David Gogo and
Chris Andres
Tim
tomorrow.
Williams. Tomorrow night, Chris Andre, if you want to talk about songwriters.
Yeah. Yeah.
That gentleman is a multi-award-winning in that outlaw country concept, right?
Mhm.
I don't know what's really outlaw, but it's kind of like Waylon Jennings. Is that outlaw?
Yeah.
I think he's a little more outlaw.
I
than
think
He
Waylon,
was different,
but
and he
yeah.
set,
Probably
he
was
set a whole new
originally.
tone for how you can write, how you can be. You know, it doesn't have to be the old standards. You can be writing new stuff, and it can be a little bit raw, and it can be great. And it can, anyway, Chris Andre, who played at the Islands Folk Festival last year,
Yep.
or 2 years ago,
Yep.
and always plays at the 39 Days of July. We'll be here tomorrow night with his guitar player. What's his name, Tim?
Louis Años.
Right. Guy
From Light Bulb Vaporizer.
he can pick. I'll tell you, man. Just
Yeah,
watching
he's
him
good.
play, they have a lot of fun. And then on Smokestacks are here for young
Yeah,
blues
Smokestacks.
players.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
I was at the Hornby Island Blues Camp with those guys, or a few of them, a couple of years ago.
right? And you know
Yeah.
what? That was the Vic Blues Society, Victoria Blues Society, who
That sponsored them.
who sponsored them, who raised funds so they could send them off to that camp.
And there's another guy who's involved with, what is it, Crescent Moon Folk Club or something like that, over in White Rock. Maybe it's the Crescent Moon. It's the White Rock Folk Society anyway.
Well, it's Crescent Beach, so that
Crescent
makes sense.
Beach, yeah. And he gave one of those guys a brand new Telecaster
Oh wow!
while I was there. Yeah, it was pretty nice of him. Yeah.
Well, there's some pretty cool things that go on with that. There is a great music scene out here, and well, what it is, there's a lot of musicians in the area, and they have a tendency to want to have fun, and they want to play. So the only thing that's actually missing right now is making sure that we get audience out, and to try it differently. You may have seen music a certain way up to a certain time. Try every different way you can. This idea of coming in and listening is very cool. It's very nice to go out to a dance club and dance, but you don't always have to dance.
For those of
Sometimes
you who
people can
haven't-
play dance music that you just go, you get the groove. You see the communication that's going on when you've got a band in a situation. You notice that they're all watching, they rehearse their butt off to put out to these people. And as nice as it is to see interpretive dance, it's really interesting to watch the interplay between the musicians who have put the hours in to putting forth a product or a song that's going to entice you, the audience, to totally let go and enjoy yourself without any other thought than enjoyment. And that's a cool thing that can take place. That's what we try to do here. That's what we try to do with the 39 Days of July. You definitely get that out at the Islands Folk Festival. You got 4 or 5 stages that you're doing. You know, there's a whole bunch of things. That's just with what we've got, right? Then there's the bars that are still doing music. Osborne Bay Pub, you got Don, what's his name? Don, he's doing sound out there?
Donnie. I just know him as
Dixon.
Donnie.
Who?
Isn't it Don Dixon?
No, not Don Dixon.
Donnie, the sound guy.
I have it in my phone. Yeah,
Donnie.
he's from Salt Spring Island.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
He's a great singer-songwriter
Great
himself.
sound guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he's produced a lot of stuff and engineered
I'm
stuff. He's in a
comfortable
band with
leaving him
Baldy.
in
They
my
had that
role.
little 4 or 5 piece band that they do. See, so it's just all over the place. You know, it's a nice place to live. You think about that. People are out here. Why? Because the weather's nice. It's fairly good. It's predictable, and it's not harsh on you.
And not every January is this dry.
No,
But
I accept
you
it.
may not find
It's
a
nice.
doctor, and you may not find a place to live
I'm a doctor.
because
Well.
there's
Yeah, right.
Sort of.
What's that line? I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look.
there's a song in that too. I like that.
Anyway, to all those people out there tuning in, pass it on to your friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think
Thank
we're
you,
all
John
going to
and Tim.
enjoy. At least some of us are going to step off stage and inhale the fresh air of our choice.
Yeah.
Do so yourself. Enjoy the night. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Dr. Ted.
Thank you.
All the sounds, all the silly little things, all the words dripping out, they used to mean something. Maybe here, maybe somewhere in the dark, we lost hold, and old stitches let us fall apart. I don't know how to fall in love without the shifting hope. All I need becoming you and forgetting me. Lay low inside the hive, flickering but alive. Please don't breathe. Something's wrong. Something's eating at my brain, and it's warm, wiggling around, pulling all the strings out, making me look insane.